This is an after-school program podcast.
Welcome to the Home Studio Hangout podcast, where we explore what it's like building, running, and working out of a home studio with your hosts, Joshua Matotek, Andrew Simmons, and many guests in different areas of the music industry.
And welcome back to another episode of the Home Studio Hangout. It is good to see you. My name is Andrew. Not joined by Josh today. Josh is holiday shopping. And I am just finishing up my holiday shopping as of yesterday. So I hope you are all having good luck finishing all of that. Hopefully you've been done for a long time. But I wanted to take a moment today and come on and say thank you so much for listening to us this year. This is going to be our last episode for the year. Super excited for what we have going on next year. I already have an interview or two done, a couple episodes knocked out and ready to go to start the year. Very excited about that. I am bringing on my friend Mike Dwyer as an interview. We're having another interview with our friend Lee Rouse, producer fame from Atlanta. Me and Josh are going to do some new year, new us goals and kind of what we're aiming to shoot for in 2022. I'm very excited about all that. I hope you're doing good. I hope you are having a good holiday season, whether you celebrate Christmas or whatever you might celebrate. We get all kinds here, and I don't want to be leaning towards just one holiday, but yeah, if hope you're having a good time, and if you're not, I hope you're having a safe winter curled up by the fire watching some anime or something. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Hope you're turning it into something good. So for today, I just wanted to get on here and kind of give you an update on where we're at as a podcast. Nothing too crazy. Going to be a little short. I am super excited to tell you that we have crossed over 2,000 plays, which is wild. We crossed over 2,000 plays. We have about 20 to 30 people on the regular listening every single week, and even more than that, just hitting a couple episodes every now and again. Very excited about all of that. So thank you to all of you people that are listening. Thank you, and watching. Thank you so much. We have a couple regulars on the After School Podcast YouTube channel that watch this on YouTube. Thank you so much for that. We'll probably have about 15 or so people on the YouTube channel watching that regularly, and giving us some cool feedback. So yeah, just wanted to say thank you to those people that watch regularly and listen regularly and talk to us about, episodes, and DM me and DM Josh about different stuff, give us shout outs on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Super thankful for every single one of you for giving us all of your time and your attention that we take every week or every episode that you might listen. We hope we bring some sort of value to you, and however we may, because that's kind of the whole goal. The goal for this is to help people that are learning just like we're learning, and hopefully you're learning from this and learning from our mistakes, and people that interview, or our successes, and people that we interview, same thing. We're hoping that you learn from their successes and mistakes, and their trajectory to where kind of they're at right now. We don't generally bring people on unless they're killing it in some aspect, and I really love our cool list of guests that we've had on this year. So I want to shout out John McLucas for pushing us and pushing me specifically to start this year. Want to shout out Lee Rouse for helping us kind of push the podcast more and being super pumped about being on and giving us good conversation and giving me and Josh chances to work with him and the people that he's allowed us to work with. Um, uh, People like Stephen Kinsley, who has been great and helped push the podcast over on the West Coast a little bit more. Daniel from Convictions, who was super pumped and is a regular listener as well, super pumped about being on that interview that he and I did. Honestly one of my favorite interviews. So shout out Daniel Suchta for that interview.
Hey everyone, I wanted to tell you about a great company called That Pitch. Have you ever had some leftover song ideas you just didn't know what to do with? Or maybe you needed to flex that writing muscle, but you still need to get paid? Enter That Pitch, a sync licensing company that pitches your productions directly to their exclusive list of clients. That Pitch has already paid out over $120,000 to its members since October of 2020. They provide production advice, business training, and other resources to make your songs better. Go to thatpitch.com to sign up and use the code HANGOUT for 20% off your monthly or yearly subscription.
But yeah, so we are still planning on doing similar to everything we've done this year, just a little more consistent. I want to do a couple deep dive episodes. I'm going to be posting some stuff on the Home Studio Hangout Instagram. If you want to follow us at Home Studio Hangout on Instagram, I'm going to be posting some like questions in our stories and stuff, trying to gauge what topics we want to deep dive on in 2022. I really think that I want to do a deep dive on compression. I have a good friend, Brandon Allshouse, I want to bring in not only for an interview, but I want to do 2 episodes with him as an interview and also talking just about mastering, which I think is, something that a lot of people have questions about or feel that there's some like mystery around. So I want to bring him in. He's a great mastering engineer who's done a lot of cool stuff, some good label work and things like that. So I want to bring him in, have a good conversation with him. And then I want to do some deep dives on songwriting splits. So if you're a songwriter, I want to do a little bit more songwriter work. We've done a lot of mixer and producer side of things, but I want to bring in some more songwriters and talk about songwriting work and song splits and more kind of in that realm. I just feel like that would be a cool way to give some more value to that part of our listenership that are trying to learn more about the actual songwriting side of things rather than the production side of things. On top of that, I want to bring back Enoch to where we could all 3 have a great conversation, but also bring in Mark Eckert to talk about more sync licensing stuff and the growth of that pitch, and talk more about where he sees the sync licensing culture moving towards and things like that. So we have a good bit of stuff going on next year. And once again, if you're not following us on Instagram and you want to follow us on Instagram, it's at Home Studio Hangout. Super easy, one long word, no weird numbers, letters, or anything like that. Just Home Studio Hangout. And we're gonna do some questions in our stories, probably also some questions as a post, as well as a couple giveaways next year. My plan is to have a few giveaways next year for the listeners, for you guys to, get some free stuff, some free samples from some people, some maybe a free plugin or 2, or some gear or something. So, 2022, it's going to be a big year, I think, for the podcast. I'm really excited about all of that's to come. As far as me and Josh personally, we're going to delve into that more at our episode at the beginning of the year about what our plan is and what we're trying to do. We both have very ambitious but separate goals going into 2022. But yeah, I'm super excited, and thank you for the 40 episode, the 40, I believe 40. This will be episode 42. Yes, this will be episode 42 of the podcast, and I can't thank you guys enough for paying us attention at all. So, yeah, I super appreciate that. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. You hang out with friends and family, or whatever you call friends and whatever you call family. And I hope you have a great New Year's. Be safe out there. And we will see you guys in the new year, 2022. And for the end of 2021, keep on creating. Love you guys. See you next year.